Good morning, everyone. Let's go ahead and take our seats. Welcome to 12th grade Contemporary World History. My name is Mr. Groth, or Mr. G. If y'all can go ahead and take a seat, we'll go ahead and get started. First off, I'd like to direct your attention to the board. As you can see, we have the school schedule set up there. I'm sure all of you are familiar with it. Additionally, underneath that, there is a random history lesson for today, just a specific event that happened in today's date, and a little bit of fun trivia for you to look at. On the right side of the board, we have the schedule for the rest of the month. Right now, it's pretty blank, but as we proceed through the semester and each month, I will be adding to it assignments and homework and things like that. For right now, for this first week, we're just going to get through introductions and going over what to expect within this class. So, without further ado, I'd like to start with some introductions. As I said, my name is Mr. Groth. You can also call me Mr. G. Some people have trouble pronouncing my last name, but that's okay. I started on my path to be a teacher in high school. In the 12th grade, I actually had some spare credits available, and I chose to go to the local community college, Cecil College, where I would work on college courses. It was a fantastic idea for me because it gave me a leg up over my other classmates when I decided to transfer to a larger school. For those of you that are wondering about it, I suggest you speak to your guidance counselors. It's definitely worth looking into. After I graduated from high school, I then enrolled full-time at Cecil College, and a year and a half after that, I graduated with an associate's degree in general studies, which I then transferred to UMBC. While at UMBC, I studied to be a psychologist. I was very interested in the human mind, how people think, how they act to their thoughts, and situations like that. I graduated from UMBC with a Bachelor's of Arts in Psychology, which I used for many years to work at various jobs where, it was interesting to analyze people and understand them and, figure out how to make the most out of my job with the training that I had. Not long after that, I then started working as a substitute teacher. And let me tell you, that is where I found just my passion. I had never considered myself to be a teacher, but once I stepped into my first classroom and was actually able to show the students how to answer the questions that they had, how to learn from the material that their teacher had left them, and even kind of take the reins and teach them a little bit myself, I was blown away by how much I loved it. Furthermore, other teachers took notice. I had a lot of full-time teachers that would observe me as I was substitute teaching, and then they would come to me after the fact and say, "You're working to be a teacher, right?" So as more and more interests grew and more recommendations from the teachers, I then decided to take my first steps to being a teacher. I applied to UMUC and was accepted and began working on my Master's of Arts in Teaching History. Obviously, I'm a huge history buff. I've always loved learning about the past and how it influences our modern lives. You'd be very surprised how often some choice 50, 60 years ago has had a lasting impact on our contemporary world. I hope to be able to share this enthusiasm with all of you. After all, I'm teaching you history. I hope you're as excited about it as I am. A little bit more information about me, my hobbies. I love to read. If you ever happen to find me during one of my planning periods and I'm caught up on everything, chances are I will have a book cracked open and reading it. Some of my favorite series are Harry Potter, The Eldest Cycle by Christopher Paolini, and The Hunger Games, which was a very good series. Additionally, when I'm not reading and I have a spare hour here and there, I like to play PC games. I built my own PC, and I play games like Counter-Strike and Overwatch, just stuff to pass the time. But that's my hobbies. I would love to get to know you guys and learn about your hobbies. So without further ado, let's go ahead and start, and I look forward to teaching you all this semester.